Hi, is there anybody there? Okay, so it's saying that I've got 6 or 7 people here, but I'm not seeing any messages. So can you say hi and let me know where you're from if you're there? Ah, great. I can see some comments coming through now. Wendy, Fab, you there? Mags, brilliant. Okay, so I thought I'd come on and do another quick live because it seemed to go down quite well last week. Can you just tell me that you can hear me okay? Wendy, you're in Wales, okay? I'm just going to move. I don't know whether this is going to get in the way now. Yeah, that's going to get in the way. I've got my iPad in front of me so that hopefully I can see comments. But I have to keep looking down. Yeah, yes, you can hear me. Right, okay, that's fine. So we'll crack on. I don't really want to be on as long as I was last week. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to do a project that's in ScanNCut Canvas Workspace. Thank you, Wendy, you can hear me. Mags, you're from Clydebank. Great. Okay, so far, all in the UK. Does that say Maeve? Good afternoon, can you hear me? Brilliant. Okay, so what I did last week, I went on to Canvas Workspace online and I had a look through all the projects that are on there and I chose a project. And that's what I'm going to try and recreate today. Now, I've not made it. I've got no prototype. I watched the little project video, but that was last week. So obviously I've forgotten how it went together, but it looks fairly straightforward. So anybody with any ScanNCut machine can make this project. So I've downloaded the design onto a USB stick, which I've got plugged into the side of my machine. I'm going to swivel the camera around a little bit, but you're probably not going to see it. So from having a quick look at the folder, it's in 3 sections. So I'm going to cut each section, try and assemble it, and then I'll also try to keep tabs on the chat. So let me just swivel the camera around towards my machine. I've got my phone, I'm doing this on an old phone, and I've got it plugged in to make sure the battery doesn't die. So hopefully you can see the screen, but you're probably not going to be able to see the design because, to be fair, I can barely see it once I call it up. So I'm going to go to retrieve data. I'm going to go to my USB stick because that's where I've got the file saved. And the project is called Bouquet Birthday Card. That's what it's called in ScanNCut Canvas. And as I say, it's in 3 sections. So I'm going to choose the first section, and this is the actual base card. So I'm going to cut the base card in white. I've got my mat already here, and I'm going to put a piece of A4 white card onto my mat and start to cut this design, and then I'll try and see what you're saying if I'm missing any comments. Hi from Rainham in Kent, I've just seen that, Elaine. Hi from Reading, that's Kathy, fab. Right, I'm going to say OK. I'm going to do a background scan and start, just so I can start to cut this base card, then I can move on to the next bit. So what have you all been up to with your Sunday? To be honest, I've not done a lot with myself today. Okay, I can see my white card and I can see the design. I'm just going to go for it and hope that it's on here. So I'm going to say cut. And then while that's cutting, I'll come back to the comments. Hi Pauline in Inverness. So I think it might be a little bit too early for the US. Everybody seems to be in the UK today. So we've got Wales, Clydebank, Rainham, Reading and Inverness. And I'm in Derbyshire. So it's cut the base card and it's just putting the fold lines in for me now. This will be recorded and will stay on my YouTube channel. So for anybody that misses it or misses some of it or all of it, it will be up on my channel. And when I've finished this, assuming it all goes together okay, I will take a picture of the finished project for the thumbnail. Weather has been awful in Bournemouth, been sitting in my craft room making flowers, don't blame you. The weather has been atrocious in the UK, hasn't it, for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Flooding, hailstone, wind, rain, the lot. Wendy had your granddaughter for the weekend, so packed her off home, just done housework. Housework, what's that? Okay, so that's that one done. I'm going to say okay and unload this mat. And then I'll quickly show you. So this is my base card so far. So I'm going to take that piece of white card off the mat. I'm going to hit the home button and I'm going to go back to retrieve data, back to the USB stick, back to the folder, and now I'm going to go to the next section. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to load the mat with some pink card. Again, I'm going to do a background scan and say start so that I can, there's 2 elements in this section and I obviously want to get them both out of this piece of pink card. I think we're all right on comments so far. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, you can hear me. Great. Okay, I'm just going to position. Now, one of these designs I'm going to have to rotate slightly because my piece of card is too narrow, but I know it will fit if I rotate it. So I'm going to just come into the edit, object edit, into the rotate, and I'm just going to rotate it. Let's try 90 to the left. That should fit on. Hopefully I can get both these bits from this piece of 6 by 12 card. And that looks okay, so I'm going to say okay. Keep saying okay until I get to cut, Then I'll set this one going, and then I'll see if there are any more comments. Okay, I can't see any more comments at the moment, so we'll just wait for this to cut. And then the next section is the flowers, and hopefully I'm going to cut all the different coloured flowers at the same time, and then I think we'll be ready to assemble. So has anybody been making anything with the ScanNCut this last week? Kathy, you have a CM300, that's fine, you'll be able to make this. This design is in ScanNCut Canvas Workspace online, so you just need to download it to a USB stick and you'll be able to make this. Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Wow. Luann, welcome. So I'm going to say OK and unload the mat. So Luann, I'm making a design that is in ScanNCut Canvas Workspace. This will be recorded, so you'll be able to go back and watch from the beginning if you want to. But basically at the moment I'm just cutting the elements. So there are the next two pieces. And then once I've got all the elements, I'm going to move the camera around and I'm going to assemble. So you've not really missed anything. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to home. Okay, go back to retrieve data, back into the USB stick because that's where I've got this project. And I'm going to bring up the third section. And this section has got 3 different sizes of flowers, and it's got some leaves. So I'm hoping that I can position my card on my mat and cut at least all the flowers, even if I can't get the leaves on through this pass. So the biggest flowers that are the top line, which as I say, you're probably not going to be able to see, I'm going to cut in blue. So I'm going to put some blue on my mat. Then the next set of flowers, they're in lines, and this is how this has come over from Canvas. I've not done this. So the next set of flowers I'm going to cut in yellow, and the last set I'm going to cut in white. And then what I am going to do, I'm just going to say OK. In fact, no, I need to go back. In fact, we'll do it from here. I'm going to choose the 3 leaves and I'm just going to send them to the rubbish bin at the moment, and then I'll cut them once all the flowers have cut, and then we've got all our elements. So I'm just going to rub these 3 pieces of card down onto my mat, and I'll set this off cutting, and then I'll have a look and see if there are any more comments. So again, I'm going to say OK, and I'm going to do a background scan so I can make sure I get all these flowers positioned on these 3 pieces of card. So while that's doing, I'm just having a look to see what anyone else is saying. Does anyone know of a ScanNCut group in Bournemouth? No, I don't, I'm sorry, but if there's anybody else on here that does, I'm sure they'll tell you. Right, let me just position these, and then I will catch up with comments. So I'm just going to choose the bottom row of flowers. I'm just going to choose one of the flowers and go to edit and grab these 3 boxes and choose the first section, because I want to bring all those flowers down onto the white piece. I'm going to say OK. And let me see if it'll let me, there you go. So they're all on the white. Now I'm going to choose the one of the middle rows of flowers, and again choose this first icon because this will let me isolate the flowers that I want. I'm going to say OK, drag them down, and then the blue ones all look as though they're going to fit. So I think we've got all the elements. Oh, we've got two things attached together there. I think we've got all the elements to make okay, so I'm going to, I think I've got all the flowers, so I'm going to say OK, OK, OK again, select cut, center cut, and then once these cut, hopefully if I've got them all positioned correctly, I'll do the flowers, then we're ready to assemble. So let me catch up with messages. So Wendy's saying, I'm having trouble cutting at the moment. It's cutting but not cutting right through the card. I'm using the CM900. Okay, so if it's cutting and it's cutting okay, but it's not cutting all the way through the card, you've got two options. You can either take your blade up ever so slightly, or leave the blade on the setting that you've got it set at, go into the wrench icon, which on the 900 is on the front of the machine over here, I think from memory. Mine's covered up over there at the moment, so I can't see it. Go into the settings and scroll through the pages until you find cut pressure, and take your cut pressure up a little bit. Don't do both straight away, do one or the other and see what happens. Okay, I think I'm caught up with messages at the moment. Doesn't seem to be anything else scrolling through. I can see independent scanner cutters on here. Is that Nikki? What's Mag saying? I've been in my craft room since 12 trying to get the patterns activated. Contacted brother in Europe. They said it would be auto-generated by the machine. Tried 6 times, so now relaxing watching you. Okay, Mags, what do you mean? Trying to get what patterns activated? Let me know and we'll see if we can sort you out while you're on here. Oh, it's Ms. Ronnie again. Hello from Michigan. Don't worry, I'm still cutting the sections. Basically what I'm making is the birthday bouquet card, which is in ScanNCut Canvas Online. I've downloaded it onto a USB stick, put it in the machine, and I'm just cutting all the parts. So you've not really missed anything, but it will be recorded and you'll be able to go back later. But hopefully if I get all the bits cut and it can assemble it, you'll see the finished product at the end. So Mags, I can't see I can't see a reply from Mags yet to tell me what she's trying to activate. I we're nearly there with all the flowers, and then I'm just going to cut the leaves, and then hopefully we've got all the bits. I'm going to say okay, unload the mat. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of all the bits of waste first. So hopefully you can see there are different sizes of flower. Not sure how well you're going to see, but these are the white ones, yellow and blue. So I'm just going to peel these off my mat. And then try and get them off without breaking them. I did a project, well, I started it yesterday and finished it this morning, which I've recorded for a YouTube video. And I actually ripped one of the flowers when I was getting it off the mat. But I managed to salvage it. Hi Barbara from Wolverhampton. Right, I'm just putting all the different coloured flowers on my desk in groups. We're going to cut the leaves, and then we're nearly ready to assemble. Pauline, what you're saying, I really struggle to get my card on the mat. I've resticked my mat but still struggle. Is the ScanNCut cleaner and glue any better? Not actually sure what you mean. I restick my mats, and we had this discussion last week. I restick mine with a Zig two-way glue pen, but in the UK there is something called pin flare glue, which some people use. Right, I'm just going to load this mat and then I'll come back to your comments and your questions. Just need to do the leaves now. Okay, so I'm going to go home, okay, going to go back to retrieve data to the USB stick, find my Bouquet birthday card, find my flowers, say okay, going to go into edit, I'm going to choose the 3 red boxes, choose the arrows and just isolate all these flowers at the top and get rid of them because I just want the leaves. Okay, so I've got 3 leaves now. I'm going to say okay, do a background scan, and we're nearly ready to assemble. Woohoo! Right, what's going on? Let's see. Port Talbot, South Wales. Hi Wendy, welcome. I think it's saying we've got about 35 people on here now at the moment. Right, let's grab these leaves. Has anybody made this project? Birthday bouquet card? If you have, let me know. If not, we're making it together and we'll see what happens. No, not yet, Wendy. Okay, is that you've not made this design? Like I say, I've not made it. I watched the video last week when I downloaded it. I have no idea how to assemble it because I can't remember. It looks pretty straightforward. So we'll just see what happens. Right, what we're saying. So Pauline Penman, I've tried spray adhesive, but not much success. My card moves while my scan and cut machine is cutting. It happens all the time. I'll try to recommend. I wouldn't use a spray simply because you don't want to get adhesive on your ruler. When this is all cut, I'll show you what I do in a minute. Can you see these? Okay, so we've got 3 sets of leaves, and then I'm going to show you something, and then I'm going to try something, and then we're going to assemble. So this is the card. I know this goes on here somehow, and I know this goes on here, and then these fold over, and then you assemble all your flowers. I can remember that much. So this little bit here, I'm going to see if I can write a greeting. I've got some greetings on my machine, so let's just see if we can do a greeting with the pen tool, and then I'll crack on. So I'm just going to stick that piece of card on there. I'm going to say, hit the home button. I'm going to go to retrieve data. This time I'm going to go into the machine, and I know I've got some greetings saved on the last page. So I'm going to say OK, and I've got a Happy Mother's Day. So I'm thinking this would be a nice Mother's Day project. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of these other greetings that I've got saved on this file. Okay, so I've just got Happy Mother's Day. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to do a background scan and start. Because what I'm thinking is, in the UK, Mother's Day, it's the 1st of March today, and Mother's Day is in a few weeks, isn't it? Is it the 22nd or 23rd of March? So this might make a nice Mother's Day project. Okay, Mags, right. So what you do, you go into your profile, which is at the top right hand corner of Canvas, and you activate the card. Once you scratch off the number on the back of the card and enter that card in, it will ask you, if you've got more than one machine, which machine you want to assign the activation card to. If you've only got one machine, I don't think it asks you from memory. Then you make sure that you follow all that process through, then come out of ScanNCut Canvas, go back in, then when you click on the Disney tab, the card that you've activated should have an open padlock against it. When you click on the Disney tab, all the cards are there, but they've all got locks on them. You can click on, I think, View Designs or something like that, but you can't use them. But once you've activated that specific card, then the padlock should be open for you. Is that what you mean? Alison, loving the live viewing from Bridge North, Shropshire. Oh, hi, right, okay. Right, so just give me 1 minute. Let's see if we can make this work. And then I'm going to go into the settings and make the background lighter so I can, don't know whether that's made that any better or worse, actually. I think it's made it worse, so I'll go back. Right, I'm going to grab this Happy Mother's Day down here and see if I can get it to fit in this space up here. So let's go to Object, grab everything, and let's move it up here. I'm going to Object, Edit and Group for now, and then I'm going to zoom in, because I've only got a little section. I'm not sure how well you can see it because there's perforation lines here and here. So it's only got this much to fit in. So I'm going to zoom into 400% and see if it's anywhere. and I honestly can't tell. I'm going to have to turn this to me for a few minutes. Sorry. I think it needs to be going up, and it might need to be smaller. I can see one set of perforation lines very faintly. I'm going to say OK. I'm just going to go Object Edit and make it a little bit smaller. Don't know whether that's worked or not. Say OK. I'm going to ungroup it. Say OK. I'm going to find a pen. Now, being as though predominantly the flowers are blue, I'm going to use the little blue pen. This could go horribly wrong, but if all else fails, it's plain card. I should be able to turn it over and use the other side. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to say draw this time and start. Right, let me see what's going on with comments. Where are we going? Right, Mags, the activation cards you have to buy, they don't come with the machine. So have you bought an activation card? Is that what you mean? Just try and explain a little bit more, please. Mags, yes, I love having the automatic blade, it's brilliant. Okay, it's nearly finished. So I'm going to unload this mat. Okay, so I've written Happy Mother's Day. Okay, Doesn't look too bad. It just about fits between the perforation lines. So, right, let me show you what I do with my mats. Let me take this pen out and put the lid on before it dries up. And then, Max, can you just tell me, have you bought an activation card? Because they don't come free with the machines. And then we can try and work out why you're having problems. Right, so this is my mat. This is my standard grip mat that came with my SDX 2200. And I've had this since, was it just before Christmas? Something like that. And when I first got this machine, I started using the low tack mat, and I used it for everything. Virtually most of the projects that you'll have seen, you know, in December, January, were all done on the low tack mat. Then I decided that I'd keep my low tack mat for paper and I'd start using this. And I clean it with non-alcohol baby wipes, and I do that periodically, and I give it a good scrub to get all the debris and everything off it. And then we had the discussion last week in the live about resticking mats. This is what I've used for years to restick my ScanNCut mats. Now, I'm not saying this is what you should use. It's entirely up to you. You can possibly invalidate your warranty if, you know, you cause any damage to your machine, but I use this very, very, very sparingly. And basically, this is a Zig. It's by Kuritake, I think, or Sukaniko, I can't remember. But if you go on eBay or Amazon and you type in Zig, Z-I-G, two-way, jumbo tip glue pen. It has to be the jumbo tip, else you'll be here forever. This is the jumbo tip. Basically, you pump it on a piece of scrap card or paper. It's white when you get it, and that activates the glue and it changes it blue. And this is all I do. So this is my mat. Okay, and then I do it in sections. So your mat is divided into 4 6x6 squares. I literally, I've not got any scrap, hang on, let me find a bit of scrap card. That's not a good colour. Let's choose blue so you can see. I pump it once on a piece of card so it's wet so you can see it, and then I literally just do little inch line sections. I do about 3 along that 6-inch space. Then where those 3 are, you can see where it's wet. I'll come down and I'll do, say, 2, and then I'll do 3, and that's all I do in that space. And then I move on to the next section and I do the same, and the remaining 2. You have to leave this to fully dry before you put the plastic sheet on it. If you put your plastic sheet on this while it's wet, you will glue your plastic protective sheet to your mat. Okay, so you have to make sure it's fully dry. Once it's dry, it's what's called repositionable, and that's what enables you to stick your mat and remove it once you've cut. So you just do those little marks, let it completely dry. Once it's completely dry, put the plastic cover on it and you're good to go. And that's all I do. And that one little glue pen will last you ages. So let me put that there out of the way. Right, if you get motion sickness, close your eyes. I'm just going to twist you around so you're facing my desk. Okay, so we've got all the elements for this card. So basically, you can see that this card has got score lines. So you fold on the score lines, And there's also 2 little slits which you feed some ribbon through. So I'm going to see if I've got anything small enough to feed through. I think it goes that way. And I think basically what happens is, this is going to go inside. This folds as well. Like so. This goes on here. I don't know whether it's meant to, as I say, because I watched the video, but I honestly can't remember if it's meant to go in any particular position. And then all your flowers, I think, go on the top here. And obviously when this is closed, then this is what makes your bouquet. And it's fastened together with ribbon. So let's see if I've got any ribbon that'll fit through here before we go any further. And then let me just see if there's any comments. Okay. Right, Mags, you're saying, right, that's fine. Where do you buy one? What is it you want to buy? The activation card or the glue? Okay, just let me know. Hi, Donna, you've just got here. You're welcome. Alison, I've had trouble finding Disney, tattered lace patterns, etc. Can you direct me? Alison, right, the SDX 2200 Disney machine, which is the one I now use, comes with inbuilt Disney patterns. But you can also buy activation cards from makerssuperstore.com. Now, they were on buy one, get one free, but I think that ended on Friday. Mags, activation cards. Right, okay, activation cards you can get from makerssuperstore.com. Let me see if I can find my, don't know what I've done with my cards. Hang on, I've got some here. So these are the cards, and you buy them in by design. When you go into ScanNCut Canvas, you'll be able to see all these under the Disney tab, and you'll be able to click on them and see what designs are on each card. But you've got to buy them and activate them to be able to use them. So this is the Disney Rapunzel and Aurora, and that's what I did the live on last week. So if you go back to my channel and look in the lives, you'll find what I did last week. This one is the Disney Snow White, this one's the Toy Story, and this one is the Princess. And on my channel I've got loads of things that I've made with all of these, and on the back of them they have a silver strip which you rub off with a coin, and it activates a 16-digit number. And once you log into Canvas Online, it has to be online, you activate that card with that number, and then when you go back to the Disney tab, that particular card that you've activated will be open for you to use. And I have also got a video on my YouTube channel showing how to activate them. So hopefully that sorts Mags out. Oh, Maeve, you've made this. Oh, brilliant. So you can tell me where I'm going wrong if I'm going to go wrong. Right, let's see if I can find some ribbon that will fit through this hole. Try and poke this through. Okay, so I don't know how big a piece of ribbon I need, but just gonna, so can you see what I'm doing? I've basically fed the ribbon through the hole across the inside of the back and out the other side, because from memory, from watching the video, this is how you tie it up, okay? I'm going to stick this piece now inside. I don't know whether you stick it all or whether you leave the flaps loose. Can you remember, Maeve, if you've bought this, do you just stick the middle section or do you stick both sides as well? It looks as though it fits. Actually, right, let's just go for it and stick it and see what happens. Alison, you made this for Mother's Day last year, is that right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it would make a nice Mother's Day. I don't know where you meant to stick this, how far down. I'm just going to stick the middle bit for now, not the flaps, in case I've done it wrong. And somebody can tell me. Okay, I think so. Looking at it, as you're looking at the design, it looks as though the right hand side folds in first and then that comes over. Right, we've got this. You did a greeting with a glue pen and foil. Oh, brilliant, yeah. I wasn't going to do a greeting, it was just a last minute thought. That's why I just did it with the blue pen. So I'm guessing we just stick this on here, do we? And then we layer up the flowers. So some of these flowers have got like holes in them so you can bend your leaves up. So we'll do all that first. Because this shape doesn't kind of fit here. Does that make sense? To me, it looks as though it should, but it doesn't. So do you just literally put it on and that's it? Did you do that, Alison? Or am I just not turning it round the right way to get it to fit? Right, let's make the flowers up. I just did the middle. What, you just put it in the middle of the white section, is that what you mean? I'm assuming that you can all see me because I'm not actually looking at my camera, I'm looking at the messages in front of me here. Right, let's find a... So I'm going to use a bone folder and give these... Where did you get the pattern? Do you mean this pattern for this, Mags? It's in ScanNCut Canvas Workspace online. Just go into the canvas patterns where you've got the tab for the Disney designs and you've got my patterns and there's canvas patterns. Go in there and you can either filter your search and look for it. It's called Bouquet. Oh, I've broke a leaf off. Great. Oh, we'll try and hide that. It's called Bouquet Birthday Card. If not, just scroll through the designs and you'll find it. Once I've made it, hopefully it will resemble what it's meant to look like, and you'll be able to go and find it. You're pretty sure it fitted, Maeve, right? Okay, so let's see where I'm going wrong. To me, the shapes don't look as though they fit. Oh, okay, got it. Thank you. It goes that way. Right, let's glue it down. Well done, you. I just had it the wrong way around. So that fits on there. Aha, right, okay. So we've got all these flowers in all these different sizes. Thank you for that. Maeve. Yeah, there you go. See, I just needed a bit of help. I told you, I downloaded this a week ago, watched the little brother assembly video, but you know, I've slept since then. Can't remember anything that happened this morning, let alone what happened a week ago. Right, let's see what's going on here. Have any more questions? Right, so was it Alison that said she made this? Did you just layer up the flowers that are the different colours? I'm assuming that's what we do, because we've got quite a few white ones in different sizes, and we've got the leaves. So I'm going to do a bit of a dry run. Because this fastens over here, so you've got all this space, haven't you? So I'm assuming that you kind of jiggle them around. I'm thinking the yellow and the white are going to layer up nice. The whites might go in the blues as well. There's a smaller one to go in there. This is the one I've broke, but we can hopefully salvage it. That one go in there. I'm just kind of guessing at size. That's a small one, that can go in there. We can fill in, and then we've got the leaves. What are we thinking? Should we just go for it and see? Let's do some glue. On these first. That's perfect. Okay, thank you. Oh, the pressure is too much for me. Right, it seems to have gone very quiet. Are you all still there? Or have you all left me? So we've done them. I think it's saying we've got 40 something people on here now. That's amazing. I'm going to put that on there. Have you all made lots of projects from within Canvas? We're watching me I am concentrating. The pressure is just like so great. You put the leaves under the flowers. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I thought. And I think I might add some pearls on some of these. So I think what I'll do, I'll add some pearls. Let's find a bag of pearls. Oh, pearls all over the place now. So I think we'll put some of the bigger pearls in the bigger, and then I've got some smaller pearls. Right, what we're saying, still here, looking great, fab, thank you. Right, we'll try a blob of glue for the big ones. What do you think? And then I'll do glue dots on the others. I'm not so sure I have got this, Miss Ronnie, but we'll see. Put that one there. One more big one. Tracy Jones, don't use Canvas very often. I tend to try your projects. Oh, thank you. But there are some great projects in Canvas, and I think it's a good idea to try them. And I thought this one looked pretty. So now I'm doing it. You can hopefully all go and download it and try it out. Right, I'm just getting some glue dots. And I'm just going to stick them onto the smaller pearls and dump them in the middle. So these are just little tiny glue dots, yeah? Just going to squash them up a bit, put them on the back of a pearl, and then put them in the middle. So that's my broken one, so I'm going to try and hide that in a minute, and hopefully no one will ever know I messed up. Oh, hi, watching in Denmark, thank you. A couple more little pearls here. No, I'm not talented, honestly, really, I'm not. I'm just, I kind of just look around on the internet and see things, and I just try stuff, you know, and a lot of time it doesn't work, and other times it does, and then when it works and I know how to do it, I show, you know, people on my YouTube channel and just kind of take it from there, really. Got a glue dot stuck to my finger now. Come on. Right, let's get these stuck down. No pressure, I'm feeling the pressure. There, one more leaf. And I'm using wet glue because I've got like a bit of wiggle room. Right, let's find some. Got some different sizes of 3D foam, and I've got my wet glue. So, who was it said they put them on foam and pop them up, and that helped. So let's go with this. Let's try a big one there. Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. But, you know, if this all goes horribly wrong, you won't be saying that in a few minutes. Let's put that on there. We've got another big one, haven't we? And then that on there. And then we're going to fill in with these others. That was my foam. Right, some little foam pads. In fact, that might be able to go on a bigger one. This is the one I broke the leaf off, so I'm going to tuck it in the hope that I can hide it and no one will ever know. And then I think I'll put that one there. Still got this one. Getting overrun with flowers. Let's see, that is like that. So we can't really put anything that overlaps too much. The bow's going to fasten it together. Should we put the small one up there, hanging off the edge? Let's do that. Right, how are we going with messages? Is anybody saying anything? There goes the clock, no chicken today. What does that mean? I'm going to move this one, the one I've just put down. Because I don't want that there now. Let's try another one. I might not use that broken one now after all. Let's see. That's going to go like that. That might go there. I've still got that one. Dearie me. I wonder if I should have moved that one further over there. Let's see if we can pull this one up. I'm going to move this one. So just bear with me. Get another. See, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Hello, I'm French. I understand you a little. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to put that one more over, I think. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Then I'm going to put them there, I think. So we've kind of got like a bouquet. I'm going to stick that under there. And then the last one, I'm going to put a little glue dot on. Looks beautiful, watching from Nova Scotia. Oh, hi, Anna. Is it Anna? Yeah, Anna. I missed the beginning of this. Is it a project from Canvas? Yes, Tracy, it's a project in ScanNCut Canvas online. It's called Bouquet Birthday Card. This will be recorded, so don't worry that you missed it. I'm not going to use that broken one. You'll be able to go back and watch it. So let's have a look. This is how we're looking so far. What are you thinking? Oh, thank you, Donna. So what did I say? Right hand side as you're looking at it. So my left. I'm just going to turn it back round, tie a bow, and then let's see how it's looking. What weight of card am I using? The white card is some old card from the paper mill online, which I've had for years. So that, I'm guessing, is going to be about 220 grams. Hang on, I can't speak entire bow clearly. No, that's pants, isn't it? Let's try again. Right, okay, so the base card, I'm guessing, is about 220. All the other cards, so this white card, the blue, the yellow and the pink, is all from makersuperstore.com, and that's all 260. And that's all the same card that I made the projects with last week in the Facebook Live, and it's the same card that I used to make the pop-up flower box that I did in the Facebook Live with Makers Superstore last Monday. Well, I'm clearly rubbish at bows because I can't tie a bow. Why did you tie a bow, for goodness sake? That's a bit better. All right, I'll just jiggle it about a bit. Are we still there? You all? I'm hopeless at tying bows. Yeah, well, clearly I am. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the tails quite long because I think that's okay. What do we think? Not bad, I don't think, considering I've never made it before. You're loving it, Anna, thank you. So it's got movement in the leaves, it's got pearls, it's got a greeting when we open it up, and it's all from a free project in ScanNCut Canvas. Maybe I could have spread my flowers out a bit better, but you know, I've not made it before. It's the first time I've made it. I'm doing it live. You made a card for, I wondered, yeah, I did think about that. How do you stand it up? So you made a stand for it. Okay. But you know, I suppose it is a bit top heavy with all the flowers on it. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. Thank you. You like it. Brilliant. I'm glad you do. So that is my project for tonight. So are you liking me doing these live sessions? And is there anything else you'd like to see? I'm not going to commit and say that I'm going to do them every week because I honestly don't know whether I can. But if I can do them, then I will obviously try and, you know, do some more. So as I say, last week I showed you the projects that I'd been making, the 3D projects I'd been making, and this week I thought I'd do something that's already in Canvas for us. Right, let me catch up on the comments. I've got a bit of a drink here. I'm just going to have a little drink of my juice and then see what you're saying. Lovely card, thank you for sharing. You're welcome. 5 flowers. Not sure what that means. Yes, thank you. Yes, enjoyed this so much. Yep, really enjoyed. Looks gorgeous, thank you. You love the live sessions, Maeve, thank you. Donna, yeah, you love the lives very much. Let me see what can be done. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because as I say, these are in Canvas and they're free. You know, and if I can make one live without practicing it, then I'm sure that, you know, you can all have a go in the comfort of your own homes. Lovely card, I missed the start, but we'll look back from the beginning. That's fine, Katie, don't worry. Basically, I downloaded this design last week, put it on a USB stick and put it in the machine tonight, and just went through and cut each section. Once I'd cut it all, I just started assembling it. So yeah, it will be recorded on my channel. I'll take a photograph of this when the live stream's ended, and this will become the thumbnail, so you'll be able to see, you know, identify it hopefully easy. Mags, you're welcome. Thank you, Kathy. Pauline Penman was thinking of buying a ScanNCut mat. What do you think of them? Oh, a scan mat, sorry. Yeah, I had a scan mat for my 600 and 900. I've not bought one for this machine yet because this machine uses different mats. I have used it. I mean, I've owned a ScanNCut now for probably 6 years, and I have used the scan mat. It depends what you're going to be doing. If it's simple, you know, stamped images that you want to fussy cut, then you don't need a scan mat. The scan mat really is only for things that you want to scan in and save. So like for using Scan to Cut data. So maybe if you've, you know, you've got a pattern or something that is an old pattern and you want to scan it in and make a cutting file of it, then a scan mat is brilliant because it's a completely white, untouched mat. You're not going to pick up any, you know, cut lines off a regular mat like when you do sometimes when you're doing, you know, scan to direct cut. So, you know, they are worth the investment depending on what you are going to make. That looks lovely, Kathy. We'll definitely, oh, thank you, Anna. Definitely give it a go. On my YouTube channel, there's a community wall, or on my applelover53.co.uk, which is my website, there's a contact page. If anybody does make anything from anything that I show, send me pictures and I'll post them up on my YouTube community wall. Thank you, Wendy. You look forward to watching. I've got something else to show you before you all go. Really enjoying this time today. Really enjoyed today, Brill. Oh, thank you, Pauline. You're welcome. So this is about 6:10 now. So I think I came on around about, how long have I been on? Just over an hour. So I came on just after 5. So I know it's difficult for the people in the US because you're a lot of hours behind us, aren't you? Let me just have a quick drink and I want to quickly show you something. You're welcome. You mean the glue for doing the mats? You're more than welcome. Right, did you see this? I posted this on my YouTube community wall. It's using the new what's called text to path feature that's in the ScanNCut Canvas download version. It's not in the online version, you've got to use the download version. And I made this card and I posted it on my community wall saying, if you wanted to know how it was done, let me know. I think this has been about 50 something comments saying yes, you want a video on it. So this is a video that's in the making at the moment. It's scheduled and will be on my YouTube channel over the next few weeks. But if you've followed my channel for a long time, you'll know that I just don't, you know, take something as it is on face value. So using the same techniques as I am going to show you in a few weeks for this, putting the happy birthday around this circle. This is what I've been playing with yesterday and today. This is using the same features. This is all flowers around a circle. So I'm not sure how well you're going to see because there's a purple circle in the middle, but all these white flowers are attached to a circle and I've made a matting layer and they all go round the shape. So because you've all been on watching me now live today, I'm giving you a sneak peek. So these will both be videos coming to my channel soon. Right, let me catch up on comments. Really enjoying this time of day. Thank you. You're welcome, Pauline. I also like how you showed how to do the mat. That's fine. Thank you. Wendy, think I will do this card for my cousin's 70th birthday. Yeah, brilliant. It doesn't have to be Mother's Day, does it? Any occasion, it, you know, be lovely, like you say, for a special birthday. Doris from Ecuador. Hi. Donna Jo, same as last week, still in bed. Oh no. Love live sessions. Thank you. You're welcome, Ms. Ronnie. Tracy Jones, that's lovely. Oh, I love that. Mags, is that the ones I've just shown you, I'm assuming? Yeah. So these are all things that I'm going to be showing you how to make, you know, over the coming weeks. I've got quite a few videos scheduled on my channel. I've done a sewing project which I've not done for ages, so that's coming up. I'm not sure if that's this week's project, and I can't honestly remember what else I've done, but I've done a few more cards, and as I say, I've done this text around a shape, and then I've done the flower one. So there's lots coming to my channel. If there's anything in ScanNCut Canvas in the projects that you want to see me make, leave me some comments and I'll go and have a look and see if I can download that and make that in maybe a live. But as I say, I just happen to have had some time to myself the last couple of Sundays, and that's why I've been on, but I can't guarantee that I am going to be able to be live every single Sunday, especially once we start getting into April, because my daughter is a very good young amateur golfer and I spend a lot of my time travelling up and down the country watching her play golf. But at the moment, while it's dark nights and it's quiet, I've had some opportunity to come on and do these projects for you. I'm sure have I just seen Esme from South Africa. Wow, hi, welcome. This is the finished project now, Esme, but this will be recorded. You'll be able to go back and watch it and see how it was all made. And the bow opens and the message is inside. And I'm not going to untie the bow because it's just took me ages to tie it up. So, has anybody got any questions or anything else they want to ask? If not, obviously, I'm mindful as last week that I don't want to keep you all away from your Sunday day or evening, depending on where you are in the world. Please all hit the thumbs up button under the video if you don't mind. It does help the channel. But yeah, has anybody got any more questions or comments? I'm just going to have another drink of my juice. I think we've still got about 40 people on here at the moment. The comments seem to have stopped, so I don't know whether you're not commenting or whether I'm just not seeing them. Oh, okay, I've just seen some Luann now saying thank you. You're welcome. So I'll just hang around for a few more minutes. Tracy Jones, what is the YouTube wall? Do you mean my YouTube channel? My YouTube channel is Apple Lover 53. If you just type that in the search box on YouTube, it's the top one that comes up. Then you click on my channel name, and then once you get to my channel, there's a tab that says community, and I post things in there, and I think you can post things in there as well. If not, if you've got any photographs or anything you want to send me, go to my website, applelover53.co.uk, use the contact page, send me any pictures of your projects, and then I'll post them onto my YouTube community wall. Is that what you mean? And you're welcome. Kathy, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to start tidying up my desk with all these pearls that are all over the place. I'll take a photograph of this and put it on the thumbnail. But if nobody else has got any questions or anything, I think we'll call it a day. Tracy Jones, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Just got to pick all these pearls up now and put them back in this bag. Oh, there's one bouncing around the floor. Susan, you're welcome. Donna Jo, bye. Thank you for being here. Tidy up my desk as I go. Kathy, you're welcome, thank you. of mercy to you. Is it, I can't see them, is it P? Pi? P? Sorry. Can't see what it's saying, it's tiny. But thank you anyway. Okay, so there don't appear to be any more questions or comments. So I'm going to say goodbye, take a photograph of this, put it on the thumbnail on YouTube, and anybody that missed the beginning, you're more than welcome to go back and watch it from the start. So thanks very much for being here. Again, we've had people from all over the world. It's amazing, isn't it, that we can all sit here on a Sunday evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you all are in the world, and we can sit and chat and craft together. Bye. So I'm going to go now. See you all soon. Thank you very much. Bye for now.